Oh, here we are again now, and it's like no time has passed. Gazing out upon the sunset as it sinks into the night. Many times it seemed as though a given day might be our last. Face to face with certain death, it's somehow coming out alright. I don't think that we have any cause to lament, but there's quite a lot of thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent.
Apparently, Harlock did wake up before everybody else, but she did so in this giant vat.
Oh no!
What?
The vat wasn't necessary to necessarily get her to sleep. It was to calm the anxiety of allowing herself to fall asleep.
Oh.
The drugs are what helped her get to sleep. So,
Of course.
Oh my god.
Early in the morning, the vat opens up and a plume of smoke kind of emerges from it as Harlock kind of falls out flat on her face, completely knocked out.
You thunk and, slide across the floor slightly.
No, Mr. Terminator, don't terminate me. Marcus snores and then rolls over and goes back to sleep.
There's Terminators. I have to stop the Terminators.
You start to stumble up the stairs one after the other. It's so weird feeling your legs move like this. It's like, it's strange. Normally, you've worked out, you've worked everything to a perfect rhythm. You know how your body moves and you know how to execute it. But it feels like they're just these almost pringly, yes. Why can't I think of the word? Tingly.
There you go.
There you go.
I understood what you meant either way.
It's as though I'm walking on Pringles.
It is exactly like you were walking on Pringles bottles. You come up with your tingly legs. It almost feels like you're wearing a gigantic stuffed boot on either foot.
I don't like this at all. And with Terminators surrounding the facility.
You come over to a loud and rather raucous conversation in here. The tempo is picked up over the course of it.
Harlock walks in and falls over again.
What? Oh my god. Harlock, are you alright?
I didn't like that at all. I'm never doing it again.
Falling? Yes, it's dreadful. Come here.
No, not the falling. Oh, the sleeping wasn't bad. It's the waking up that's the bad part.
Dear, you're just not a morning person. That's fine.
See, I didn't have to worry about what time of day it was when I didn't sleep.
Oh, dear, that's dumb. Come here.
Thank you, Mercy! Thank you!
Don't pick me up. I'm an adult.
Oh, that's not correct right now. Look at you. Listen, dear, we have some tea. Come on.
She pouts like a child.
My goobers make the exact same face when I tell them to eat their veggies. Except Melody. She is just a little herbivore, but that's not important, right? Well, they're always important. Anyways, how are you doing?
Well, I survived the night.
Yes.
It was an experience. Thank you for allowing me to use that vat.
He calmly nods. You use the vat.
Yes, it protects me from 360 degrees in case of an attack.
He puts up a finger as in I'm about to ask questions, and then just puts it down and is like, you know what? You do you. I'm glad to have lent you any form of peace in this trying time.
Yeah, the vat in combination with the fact that your house is surrounded by hanging trees.
Yes.
Certainly allowed me to actually close my eyes for once. And I appreciate that.
Oh.
That's comforting for you?
So, it sounds like, to a certain extent, your lack of sleep is due to a lack of safety.
I haven't been attacked at night. Because I don't sleep.
I see. It's about covering up your most vulnerable area. The period
Exactly.
of
I
unconsciousness.
have an issue with not being in control, and if I am not awake, then I am not in control.
Oh,
So
and that's probably... I'm very sorry I picked you up then. I was not aware that was something so uncomfortable for you. I will not do it again, unless we're in like a perilous situation, but no.
she actually feels bad for a second. It's like, no, it's not that. It's more in a grander sense. I don't like letting go of the wheel, as it were. Even though you were picking me up at any moment, if my legs weren't filled with Pringles, I could have gotten up and moved on my own. I was conscious. I was active. Anything that involves me not being that is not ideal.
I see. Well, I don't want to push you to do anything, but we will be traveling together, and if it helps at all, and obviously we were going to do this anyways, but I would love it if you did get some sleep, and I will personally play watchguard for you to ensure your safety.
That would help. Thank you.
Okay. Of course, and also I'll be like a little nightlight for you, so it'll be fine.
Aw,
You might need to
adorable.
chain me down. I'm worried about sleepwalking. I sleptwalked as a child.
Is that... But you were in the vat.
I couldn't get out. Actually, apparently I did get out. That's why I'm awake.
I was about to say, then you're here.
I don't remember the walk over here at all.
A thought plays across your head: Terminators.
Oh, yeah, the Terminator's outside.
Terminators?
At the mention of Terminators, somebody moves into the room.
Oh boy. I slept like I was covered in wounds.
Oh,
no.
Good morning, Gregor. How are you feeling? That's probably a very stupid question.
Yeah, I'm a little sore where I got hit by the giant sword, but I'm better than yesterday.
Okay.
Ah, yeah, healing sleep. I never slept better than after the time I burned my face off.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh. Mercy looks to her husband like, give me strength. I'm gonna help him. I don't know how, but I'm gonna.
Your husband has the look of like some sort of monk that has achieved internal, like, perfect enlightenment. He just looks back at you with a blissful expression that says, "Ah, I see."
Gregor, would you like some tea? Is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah, can I have some tea? Hold the tea. And, can I have some of this breakfast?
All right, well then
hot
here
water?
is a cup.
I think he
and
just wants water.
that makes I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. I'll get it right now. That makes a lot of sense. It makes a
It's
lot
okay.
of sense.
It takes time to learn the eccentricities.
Does it have to be hot water?
No. That just make it harder to drink.
I see.
That being said, hot water is easier for your body to absorb.
Is it?
Is it?
Mhm.
It
Takes
is.
less time to metabolize.
Really?
Things you learn.
The two alchemists nod.
Interesting.
Well, Gregor, with this new fun fact, would you prefer hot water?
Yes, please.
All right.
I want to see how fast I can metabolize it.
Good, because I thought about it more. That's probably all you're going to get from me.
Mercy, you stumble back across and you see a very sleepy Marcus headed towards the room.
Yeah,
good
morning, Mercy.
Good morning, Marcus. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. There were some weird noises coming from the vat all night, but
Well, luckily I can assure you it wasn't a monster. It was your dear friend Harlock who...
what?
Yes.
I thought it was like an experiment or something that your husband had running. What?
It was an experiment.
Given too much more time, that could be the case. But thankfully, no, it's not.
Okay.
Yes. So everyone's already gathering for breakfast and tea, and I'm off to get some water. So why don't you...
Oh,
Off you pop. Why don't you go take a seat?
thank you, Mercy.
Of course, dear.
You're a wonderful host.
Oh, thank you so much.
Good morning, everybody.
She wants a bathtub if you wanted to get her something for her anniversary or something.
I've been considering that, actually. He
Oh,
starts...
good morning, Marcus.
Hi, Marcus.
Hey. Man, I slept amazing.
retracts his plans.
Yeah.
Faria,
No.
I used like the comfiest book. It was so soft, like it was full of deeply personal knowledge as a pillow.
Freya gains the same faraway look in his eyes that he had before. Mentally, a waterfall is running over him. Is that so?
Speaking of a waterfall, Marcus is such a waterfall when he sleeps. Can't stop drooling.
I will be right back.
Okay. That is not all the time that I drool. That is only when I dream of very tasty food while I'm asleep. Thank you.
Which seems to be all the time.
Also, you were in a vat? What?
Yes.
Why? Well, 360-degree protection, obviously, now that I say it.
Thank you. You get it.
Yeah. How are you, Gregor?
I'm good. I'm not bleeding,
Oh, good.
I heard. But
I was going to
you know,
ask.
I heard a lot of times.
Yeah, but that's not... I mean, I hope you hurt at least a little less.
Oh, definitely. I'm sure with another month of sleep, the pain will be gone entirely.
You know,
Well, you don't
hopefully
want
it won't
that.
even have to be a full month.
You know, the
But,
dull tinge of pain is what reminds you that you're alive.
Is it?
Oh,
I thought that being able to breathe and see and interact with the world was what made you know you're alive, but I guess
I've got the constant
do all of
numbness
that
in
in
the
a
tips
dream.
of my fingers. Is that close?
that's not right.
You might need a spinal adjustment.
You might have nerve damage.
Yeah. Gregor looks at Harlock's metal arm. Maybe some other time.
Are you sure my chiropractic services are unrivaled?
Uh-huh.
And this arm is almost completely working.
I feel like the pain is melting away already.
Well, here's some hot water.
Oh, thank you.
I ran, but he ran by me. I'm not entirely certain what my husband's up to, but I'm sure he'll be back in just a moment.
Marcus drooled on your books.
Well, they're not my books.
Just
but
a little bit of drool. I was dreaming of a very, very tasty rare steak. Not rare like tenderness of the meat, rare like last in the world of its kind.
Oh, what kind of steak? Like a cow
Oh,
or like a deer
so
hell beast from
It
Free
was like a megafauna hellbeast that looked something like a cross between a stegosaurus and a giant panda.
Oh, that's my favorite. That was my last
Right?
meal.
Really?
Before what?
The accident. But let's not make this morning too dark.
Wait, are you saying that this creature exists?
Yes, in Free Arc.
Fuck!
Freya comes back in. Well, the book is relatively undamaged.
I am sorry about that.
It's all right. Did you know that your saliva is slightly acidic and you burnt through the poetic very...
Oh,
Yeah.
I forget sometimes. What did I burn through?
You burnt through the poetic opening pages about revolutionizing... It's fine.
Oh no!
Here, take your father.
I'm so sorry. Can I rewrite those for you?
He stops and turns. Are you some sort of a wordsmith?
As a matter of fact, I've been known to slap two words together. Yes.
He's one of the top two that I know.
Yeah, isn't Wordsmith one of your pen names?
As a matter of fact, it is. I use it for my books on fraudulent grammar.
Oh,
He stops and he thinks for a second. Okay, the best way that you could pay me back in that case would be write me replacement pages for a prologue. What follows afterwards is all the alchemical heavy text, but the prologue
That I cannot do.
Yes, the prologue's what gets you published. I
see.
It's what people buy the book for, to be honest. It's they read about all the wonderful possibilities of the writing and then don't actually internalize the writing. As such, if you could write me a glorious celebration of life and the creation of life, also work in parts about my love for my dear wife.
Of course.
He sort of stumbles over those words. And
so and how alchemy factors into all of this?
How
or?
alchemy factors into this and how the remaining pages of this book are very intelligent and are going to change the world.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll talk you up a whole bunch, don't worry.
Excellent.
you know, dear, I wouldn't mind hearing what you wrote initially about that wife bit. I mean, you know.
I did actually skim it before I went to sleep, and I thought it was wonderfully written. I will probably just recreate a fair amount of that. And
He got
maybe
to read it before me.
Yeah.
Trust me, there is no one more upset about that fact than I am.
Wait a minute. That wouldn't happen to be about the book that I think is very, very important. Dear,
You keep smut in your laboratory?
why would he need that with me?
He just goes, you know what? I'm not going to engage with that one. Please write me a prologue.
I would be happy to. Should I mention your marshmallows, and if so, to what extent?
Yes, actually. Okay, so prologue maybe is not the case. Maybe an entire first chapter, a second if you're really feeling
interesting.
into it.
Okay. Well, I'll start off with a bit of an editor's introduction, if you will.
You all sit down and discuss the finer points on writing an intro to Faria's smut?
Yeah.
Question mark.
Book of Creation only sounds like one thing. Yeah.
Time goes on by, and eventually the twins come down and join you. You all have a very, very nice breakfast prepared by Mercedes and her husband. It actually puts the little snacks that you were having before to shame. You all eventually gather up in the meeting hall, and you prepare for the next step. It's a big one. Personally very significant for Mercedes, and also the hardest step she has to take. Saying bye.
Oh, all right, dears. Melody and Mallory come running up. So you gotta go now? Yes, dears. I'm very sorry, but I will be back as quickly as possible. And honestly, I'm going to be back even sooner because I'm going with some very, very talented friends. So don't you worry.
And us, too.
I meant you, Goober.
Oh, that is so nice.
Yes. Oh, all right. Well, I love you too very, very much. And I know that Dad is very, very busy. So please behave for him. I know that you are splendid artistes because anything below waist level for me is written on at this point. She gestures to some of the walls.
Yep.
I don't know. It's just been the same wallpaper for a while.
I thought those were runes.
It's something that we kind of discuss as a whole normally, but you know what? I love it. It's great. But I promise I will be back. All right? Melody, she nods and hugs Mercedes. Mallory kind of just narrows her eyes a bit and kind of crosses her arms. Dear, I have kept my promise every single time coming home so far. I have no interest in lying to you now. Okay. No more scars. No more scars. Okay, come here. And she grabs them both in a big hug and kisses them both on the top of the head. And to help distract you for a little bit, and to create breaks for your father, because I know he's going to work too hard, you should ask him where we're going after all this, because we are traveling. Both girls immediately wide-eyed looked at Faria.
Yes. I'll tell you all
that's
the
exciting.
details. Actually, downstairs. Just for today.
Whoa, in the lab?
Wait,
Yes.
before you go,
Hmm?
you kids, you be good for Uncle Marcus, okay? And what's this behind your ear? It is, it's a list of subversive literature that I found enlightening around your age. Check that out.
Melody takes the list. Okay. I hope it's better than that McGee guy.
You dislike Ballast McGee?
Mallory rolls her eyes. Awful.
So bad, right? I mean, just like in every context, it's just subpar. Man, Mercy, your kids are the best.
I mean, it's not news to me, but I'm always happy to hear it.
It keeps being true, and it keeps getting more true.
Faria sighs again. Once again, I need to figure out exactly where you're getting those books. But regardless, today you can stay down in the lab. What did you call it again? We can unleash some of that, I believe it was some sort of an advanced polymer bounced around the room.
Flubber?
They are shaking trying to remember the word. They are so excited. Mallory, come on. 2 brains are stronger than 1. 2 brains are, bubber.
Flubbadon.
Yes, we will get to the bubber.
Bubber.
He's, Faria.
Maybe we could get a little bit of that bubber for the road, or...
Sorry, we just ran out.
Don't worry, I have the real thing.
they start to move away, and Faria, like, one holding either hand, like, looks back, offers you, Mercy, like a smile, a slightly pressured smile, but a smile just the same. Likely, this is not how he would want to say goodbye, but hell, got kids. This is the most important way to say goodbye. So he wanders off and goes around the corner, and Marcus, you look back at the group around you, and damn, this is a great family. Your father would have never given you bubber.
Probably not. I mean, he would probably look at me like I was crazy for even suggesting that bubber was real and then tell me to go and polish the fucking trophies again.
You look at your...
Like, I hadn't already done that 2 times that day, Dad!
You look over at your father. He has the same disapproving look on his face. Finally, you see it. The last tiny candle flick of a flame finally peter out.
That seems...
Poetic.
Almost. It seems something like that bodes, right?
I don't know, do you want to walk around with a metaphorical manifestation of your father?
I mean, I think I'm okay with just leaving it as, like, kind of a nebulous omen.
Sounds to me like you want to find the real thing and punch him in the face.
Okay, well, look. Obviously, I would welcome any chance to see my dad, confirm that he was in fact safe and healthy, and then punch him in the face, yeah. But I also probably wouldn't punch him in the face. He doesn't deserve that.
To have mixed emotions.
Yeah.
Truly it is to be human.
Well, or tiefling.
You should probably decide on if you want to punch him or not.
I'm probably not going to punch him unless he's a total pill.
I think you should decide in the moment.
No, you might freeze up and then he'll have an opportunity to punch you.
He's not going to punch me. Why would he punch me?
But wouldn't that be a wonderful reversal of fortunes?
Why do people punch each other?
I'm so confused.
Sorry, I slept last night.
Is that like, why are you saying that like it's a bad thing?
Because it was.
Okay, are you feeling sleepy right now? Is that why you're so cranky?
Yes.
Do you want some caffeine about it?
You said no more drugs.
Caffeine doesn't count.
Caffeine is a drug used to keep you awake.
Caffeine doesn't count.
Why are you arbitrarily drawing lines on the chemical table?
If we can't draw arbitrary lines somewhere, then what use is there even to ingesting things?
You don't draw the lines. That's the point. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Here, just take... Here, I'm just gonna go and get you another cup of black tea, and I'm gonna brew it real strong, okay? Okay.
It's not going to do anything for me. She says to
Okay,
Marcus's
fine. You want me to
father.
crush up espresso beans and fucking put those in there too? I'll do it.
Yes, please.
Marcus's father bodes at you.
I know how you feel. I too have a disappointed son who I am disappointed in.
Okay, here you go. Half incredibly strong tea, half ground up espresso beans. I bet it tastes like shit, but it has tons of caffeine.
Harlock takes a sip. What is this, water?
Okay. What did you think tea was made out of?
How's it metabolizing? Going good?
Pretty quickly, but the
How
effect
can you
is
tell?
not working.
You all set out on that exact note.